Identify if expressions a through e are equivalent or not equivalent to the expression shown below. The expression is 4 times the quantity 2.3y plus 2 minus 3y plus 5. So in this scenario, we're going to use the distributive property, and that means that we are going to take this 4 and we're going to multiply it against 2.3y and also against 2. And then we're going to leave this other piece of the expression alone for a little bit. So this is what it would look like broken out. Okay, so here's the 4, and we're multiplying it by this 2.3y, which I'm showing right there. Now, this addition sign, which I'm circling right now, is something that I just put there to separate the two multiplication problems. Okay, but moving on, and you can see how I've identified this by color of highlight. So now it's again 4 times 2, so the aqua, like so. All right, so this is what we would handle. And again, this minus 3y plus 5, we're going to set that aside for a while before or until after we do the multiplication. So after we do the multiplication, okay, as I'm circling 4 times 2.3y, and I'm going to underline the answer of 9.2y. Circling the 4 times 2, that's 8. And of course, we still have that minus 3y plus 5. So at this point, what we want to do is start to look at like terms. Of course, like terms are terms with the same variable part. So on this next slide, you'll be able to see how I've highlighted the pinks are 9.2y and negative 3y. Those are like terms. We can combine those. All right. As you can see, I've done that for you, and you get the positive 6.2y, and then in yellow, the constants of 8 and 5 add up to be 13. So let's see which ones a through e are equivalent and which ones are not. So 6.2y plus 13, obviously this one is equivalent, so we'll put a check mark next to that one. That one's good. So if that one's equivalent, then B certainly is not, because that one has a 7 and not a 13. Okay, so let's take a look at C. We have 6.2y, that's good, checks out. We have a positive 8 and a positive 5. They do add up to 13, so those are equivalent as well. All right, so C is equivalent, check. What about this next one? We have 9.2y plus 8, and then we have this negative 3y plus 5. So I'm underlining these here, and then I'm going to box these constants. 9.2y and negative 3y, it does equal 6.2y. So far, so good there. And then 8 plus 5 is, of course, 13. And that one is also equivalent. So check out E. We have a negative 3y plus 13, and we are minusing a negative 9.2y. So that's the same as addition. Remember, this is now a positive 9.2y when you minus a negative. And we have this negative 3y. So together, that is 6.2y. So that does check out as far as the variable term is concerned. And then you just have the constant of 13, which is what we have here. So this one also checks out as equivalent.